I'm so excited. So stunning. I had the most fantastically amazing day. Hello and welcome back to the Bauer Beauty experience. My name is Jenny Bauer and I am the founder of a skincare company called Bauer Beauty. And we create clinical formulations for sensitive skin. If that happens to be you, check out the links in the description box. Now, today, we're talking about the best ceramide moisturizers for oily skin. Before we hop into it, my winter ambiance of the day. How stunning is this? Genuinely feel like I'm here. So the way I came to this conclusion, how I figured out what 5 formulas would be best, is understanding what the oily skin type wants and needs. Then I found formulas that I was most thoroughly impressed with based on how innovative they are, how cosmetically elegant they are, how well they perform, and their ingredients. And so that is kind of how I deduced like every single formula I've ever tried down to 5. Oily skin is misunderstood. Sometimes you think you need less moisturizer or skipping moisturizer altogether, but that is just not the case. Oily skin sometimes is dying for water and moisture. So the first thing that I always do with someone with oily skin is make sure they're getting enough hydration. So these formulas, yes, they are lightweight because we don't want anything too heavy. I'm an oily skin type, and if I have anything too heavy, it actually breaks me out. For example, when I use Vaseline and I slug every day for like 2 days, 3 days, it's like I break out. Not because it's comedogenic, but because it's occlusive. Oily skin types, it's not that they don't need moisture, it's that anything too heavy might break them out or might be very uncomfortable on the skin. So I really wanted to find formulas that were rich and nutrient dense, but also felt light in the skin and absorbed beautifully into the skin. So basically you want to get as much nutrients as possible in the lightest and most effortless formula as possible. These are in no particular order. Number 1 is Paula's Choice Omega Plus Complex Moisturizer. This is, of the 5, the most emollient and richest moisturizer, but it is still very lightweight. The reason why this is good for more oily skin types is because it contains an acid called linoleic acid, which is great to dissolve dirt and oil inside the pores, and it's that concept of like attracts like. So using oil on oily skin can be very good. This also has a ton of water and hydration. Despite its higher oil content, it still is extremely lightweight. It also contains flax oil, which explains why this formula is so dense in omegas, and flax oil is really good to treat inflammation, and also has a ton of antioxidants, which is a nice added bonus. Okay, next, brand new from the bag, the Bauer Beauty Barrier Serum. This is among the most lightweight formulas that I'm going to talk about today. This contains no humectant. Therefore, I love putting this on top of hyaluronic acid or directly on damp skin to really trap in all the moisture. It is a master at replenishing the essential nutrients of the skin barrier and trapping in the moisture that is needed in order to really rehydrate the skin. But you must put it on top of a hyaluronic acid, a peptide serum, or directly on damp skin. This leaves not a trace. So when I say it's lightweight, that is what I'm talking about. It is traceless. When you put it on your skin, it is amazing if you are oily. It does such an amazing job at trapping in the essential nutrients and water, but it leaves no residue whatsoever, and it's a little counterintuitive. At first, you're not sure, because if you've never used this, I'm going to show you. So this formula is composed of liquid silicone, squalane oil, and ceramides. So as you can see, the texture, it looks like has properties of oil when you first apply it. As you can see, the thing is it absorbs completely. It is wild. It is a very innovative and beautiful and amazing formula. It's so slippery, like, oh no, I have self-tanner on, I forgot. A little goes a long way. It is an amazing formula and it is amazing for oily skin. It will help to balance the oil while still injecting the proper ingredients into your skin. Like I said, this contains liquid silicone, which is dimethicone, in a few different forms. And liquid silicone dimethicone is the highest performing occlusive ingredient that we know. It's the most well-researched, one of the most well-researched occlusive ingredients that we know of. So it is very high performance, and it also has squalene oil, which is amazing at restoring the skin barrier, and obviously ceramides as well. But it's restoring those fatty acids without any grease at all. So it absorbs completely. Seriously, makes your skin look so healthy. The reviews on this are insane. People are also obsessed with this, and obviously it's my formula. I highly recommend it. You can use this day or night, as well as the Paula's Choice. You can use it day or night. However, I would say the Paula's Choice is a little bit closer to a night cream if you are oily. Next is, oh my gosh, I love this product. This is my first Pacifica product that I have been in love with. The Vegan Ceramide Barrier Face Lotion. This formula is incredible, and if you are oily, you are going to love it. This cream is one of a kind. It is so incredible. I love the packaging. It's like a glass component and it's ombre purple, so it's like super cute, and it's a pump, and the pump just puts out just the perfect amount of product, and the formula is so beautiful. It is so lightweight but so nutrient dense. It melts. It feels like it's melting into a water as you apply it. So it goes from like a cream kind of like to a water, and it really is nutrient dense and replenishes the nutrients that your skin needs without a trace, without leaving like a heavy, uncomfortable layer. This product could be used day or night in my opinion. Typically during the day though, you will be using a sunscreen. So that's why I prefer in the morning. Usually I'll just use the barrier serum or even something lighter than that under my sunscreen. But just depends on your particular routine. It is light enough to use during the day. So this formula, like the rest of them, contain ceramides. This also has cholesterol, shea butter, sunflower oil. All of these are really great at restoring the skin barrier. This is an amazingly thin and watery formula, but like I said, it has substance to it. It is substantial enough to really replenish the skin, balance the skin, moisturize the skin without ever feeling heavy on the skin at all. Okay, next is a product. I have tried the cream version, but this is the more watery version of the cream version. And I did a video actually on the cream version a little while back. I am obsessed with the Illiyoon Ceramide Atoe Concentrate Cream, and this is the lotion version. Therefore, it's a little bit more watery. And I bet it is incredible, but I have never tried it. This is the only product that I haven't tried, but when I saw it, Ceramide A2 Concentrate Cream is always the first cream that comes to mind when I want to talk about moisturizers, because it is one of the most universal. But specifically for oily skin, you want a more light, watery version, and this is it. This is a more watery version of the cream. It contains a lot of antioxidants. It contains ginseng water, which is supposed to help restore elasticity in the skin. Obviously, it has ceramides and glycerin and a lot of humectant properties. Last is the Laroche Posay Double Repair Matte Moisturizer. Yes, honey, this has ceramides, this has niacinamide. It's oil-free, so it's the only oil-free of the bunch. So if that's important to you, then this is your girl right here. But I love that it has niacinamide, so it's gonna be great for brightening. I love, obviously, it has ceramides. It's a very light, watery formula. It has hyaluronic acid, so it does have ceramides. This is a very extremely light gel cream, as you can see. It's pretty much translucent. It is gorgeous and stunning, and this just like the barrier serum, this is going to absorb without a trace. For me, I need to layer this product under the barrier serum because I like getting a double dose of ceramides, but also they're very complementary because the barrier serum is a strong occlusive and it also has oil. And this, it does have occlusives in it, but it's more of a strong humectant. So they're very complementary because you really need a humectant and an occlusive in order to get perfect moisture into your skin. Would be amazing for day or night. This is also probably the easiest to find since you can get it at CVS or something, so it might be the most accessible for you. But obviously all of these are available on Amazon as well, which is quite accessible for most people. I feel like it absorbs and like is a little bit even more so drying than the Bauer Beauty Barrier Serum because they both are traceless. Like, look at this, completely traceless. But this feels like it's lacking something because I feel like I need that oil. I could use this in the morning under my sunscreen or at night under the Bauer Beauty Barrier Serum, or I could layer this under an oil. I personally do like a little bit of oil. The oil-free formulas I like still contain emollients, and this doesn't have, for me, it doesn't have enough of an emollient. So this also has oil-absorbing powders. So it's not only oil-free, it is actively eating up your oil as well, which is why it feels like it's lacking something when I put it on. It contains perlite and silica that help to replenish moisture while absorbing those excess oils. So this is great for you if you hate oil, if you are super oily, and it still contains ceramides. So I hope this video was helpful for you. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you did like it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.